Victim mentality. Do you find yourself giving every excuse under the sun as to why you are so hard done by and can't get results on your weight loss journey and wondering why you always feel so negative? Today's episode, we are going in. It's going to be honest, raw, and you're going to be able to relate to it, but it needs to happen. So let's dive in. Welcome to our podcast, Fuck the Diet Cycle, with myself, Lauren Knight, and Abby Lodge. This is for you if you want to cut through the diet industry bullshit and finally end that cycle. Grab yourself a cuppa, get comfy, and let's dive straight in, shall we?
Yeah, I think victim mentality is something that's really, really common, but until somebody actually pulls you out on your own bullshit, you just feel like the victim. And it doesn't just always have to be about weight loss, but obviously we are here talking about weight loss. And the bottom line is, when you are in this victim mentality, you're giving your power to this victim mentality. And I know that because I played the victim for a very, very long time. I even tried to play the victim when I wanted to start my journey in giving Lauren fake details, because I wanted to play that victim and be like, well, I tried and I'm just not meant to and I can't, and all things like that. And even when I started losing my weight, I felt to myself, if this is my life forever, why can't I have results like that yesterday? I don't want to do it anymore. And you're just giving your power away all the time. And you're keeping yourself in that negative cycle because you're looking at all of these other things and wishing that that was you. But the reality is, you do have a choice to make that be you and flip that narrative to make it a more positive outcome and to then help you push forwards and push through these moments. And I'm not saying that you'll never feel like a victim again. Absolutely. Sometimes shit things happen in life and you think, oh, why me all the time? But when you're on a weight loss journey, a lot of people will look at people with results and go, oh, I'll never have results like her. I wish I could have results like her. She has it easy. She doesn't have as much going on in her life as I do. I've got X, Y, and Z. I've got all of this going on, and it's just not possible for me. But what you're not actually seeing is what goes on behind the scenes of that person that you're looking up to or looking at. You don't see, the hours and hours of work that they're putting in on their mindset and everything. And the fact that they're not giving their power to whatever is going on in their life. Like, everybody has stuff going on in their life, and it's whether you choose to let that kind of violin play for you, or you go, no, I'm snapping up that violin and I'm taking back control now.
And also, I think what people need to realize in this day and age, social media
Mhm.
is rife. What you see on social media is the final little snippet that makes everything look perfect. You are seeing what that person wants to portray as Instagram perfect. And there are very few people like myself and Abby out there who just put it out there raw. You'll see us turn up without hair and makeup. You'll see us talk about the fact that we might have just had a wobble and ended up in the cupboard, even in maintenance. You'll see us talking about our struggles when we was on our weight loss journey or pre successful weight loss journey. You'll hear all of that because actually that's real. And 99% of people are also going through that. They just don't talk about it because they don't want to be perceived in that way. So, when you're sitting there scrolling through social media or looking at the school mums or even your friendship circle, and you're sitting there going, I wish I could eat what she eats, or why does she get to eat cake and I can't? No, you can. You can eat what she eats. You can eat that cake if you want to. You're choosing not to. And the reason why you're choosing not to is because it doesn't fit in with the path that you've chosen to get you to your results in the near future. That doesn't make you a victim. That makes you somebody that set yourself some goals. You're going to stick to your plan and you're going to make it successful. And also, what you don't see about that person that's eating that slice of cake, or maybe they're eating a burger at the barbecue and there you are thinking that all you can eat is a chicken salad, is that they spent all of these years changing their mindset. Now, if you think about me and Abby, if you didn't know us before and you only see us now maintaining our weight successfully in a body that we absolutely love with confidence oozing, you'd think, oh my God, I wish I was like them. You don't know about our struggle. You don't know the fact that for Abby 3 years ago, for me 8 years ago, that we were in rock bottom thinking, I wish I could be that person, because you wouldn't know that unless you follow our story, unless you listen to our podcast. So instead of thinking, oh, woe is me and I've got the worst journey ahead, how about you go, actually, do you know what? I'm going to be inspired by that person. I'm going to pull up my big girl pants and I'm going to get this fucking done. And I'm going to stop making those excuses.
Because the reality is, when you're in this mindset and you're not pulling up your big girl pants and you're thinking, oh, I'm in food jail, I can't have this, I can't go out and eat dinner with my family, blah, blah, blah. These excuses are keeping you stuck. And the more that you think about, oh, woe is me, this journey's going to go on forever, guess what? The journey's going to go on forever and you're going to be stuck for a very, very long time. But if, like you say, you like, no, I'm going to turn that and that's going to be my power. I am going to push forward through this and be like, I'm choosing not to maybe go and eat that cake or whatever because it's going to support me right now. Doesn't mean in the future that I'll never be able to have cake. Bloody hell, I still have a takeaway and I used to have a takeaway, all the normal foods and things like that, because we at that point in our journey when we was in the weight loss phase made that choice, made that decision to be like, no, actually, violence got to stop now. And that's the same with any aspect in life, business, money, anything at all. You can look at these multi millionaires and be like, oh, they're so lucky, they've got everything, they've got 5 yachts and loads of penthouses. I bet 20 years ago they were grinding their ass off, or some of these people that you hear stories, they were like homeless and things like
Yeah.
that, and they've used that as their power to be like, no, actually, I want to make that change. And you've basically got to be sick enough of your own bullshit to make that change.
Yeah. And, if you don't make that change, nothing's going to change.
No.
Let that sink in. If you don't make the change, nothing will change. And I've said this before, it's like standing in front of the mirror and expecting your reflection to move without you moving. It's not going to happen. People get results in life, whether that be their weight loss journey, business, work progression, family, relationships, because they put in the work. Nobody gets it handed on a plate.
No.
It just doesn't happen. It's not luck. It's not, oh, they've got better willpower than me. No, they just cut the bullshit. They just went forward and I was like, actually, I'm fed up of being this person. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I want to open up the opportunities and I'm going to do what it takes to get it done. So listen to the podcasts, do the programs that we're putting on, follow the journey correctly, and actually stop getting in your own way.
Yeah. And accept that, yeah, okay, we're not saying it's easy. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Weight loss isn't easy. Maintenance isn't easy. But changing that narrative of, oh, it's so hard, to I am capable of doing these hard things. I am worthy of making the change that I so desperately want, and constantly changing it. It's the same for like the fixed mindset. Like if you've got that fixed mindset, we have to change it and be more open-minded as to, like you said, I'm choosing this, I'm choosing that, I'm making that choice. Or you continue to play your violin and you make the choice to be the victim and give your power to that victim mentality, and nobody wants that. It's going to keep you stuck and you're going to be here a long time and you're going to be really upset and really living a shitty life, really. And then the more that you kind of keep in that cycle, the deeper that victim mentality is going to go, and you are going to, in all walks of your life, be like the victim of jobs and relationships and all things like that. And that's not a recipe for a happy, healthy life.
No, and nobody's making you do this. Nobody has told you, right, you need to go on a weight loss journey and you've got to be successful. You've taken that choice. So actually, you've got that power. You're the one that took that step. So then why would you step in front of that and sabotage yourself? Because that's all it is. And remember, the mind is a really powerful thing. And what you tell it, it believes. So the more you tell it, you can't, or you won't, or previous times have failed, or you're useless, you've got no willpower, blah, 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 blah. That's what's going to happen. And then you've got a double battle. you're battling a food addiction, which is hard. And then you're battling your mindset because you're then trying to fight that inner voice that's telling you that you're shit, you're useless, you won't do it. You're feeding into that when actually just stop, just take it 24 hours at a time and know that every single day is a new day to make that extra bit of progress and cut your own bullshit. Thank you for listening. If you loved it, don't forget to press that subscribe button and the little bell so that you never miss a future episode. We will be back here with a new one on Sunday at 7 a.m. We'll see you there.